In today's vlog we are taking you to the French Riviera, more specifically to Nice, which will be our home base for the next few days. From there we will explore the most beautiful towns along the coast. We will show you which ones are worth visiting, and we will also stop by the elegant Monaco. As always, we will tell you what's worth seeing, where to eat, and share a few of our personal tips. We noticed that 97% of you watch our videos without subscribing to the channel, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next videos. Especially since we will soon be uploading episodes from the Dolomites and Lake Garda. Let's start with the best time to visit the French Riviera. While we usually prefer traveling off-season, that's not the best idea when it comes to Nice. It could end up being a waste of money. That's because outside of the summer months, especially in fall and spring, the weather isn't that great. It often rains. Unfortunately, we learned this the hard way when traveling in early October. And it turns out this isn't unusual. So if you want to experience the full potential of French Riviera, enjoy the beaches and swim in the turquoise water, we highly recommend going between June and September. Our base was Nice, the largest city on the French Riviera. It has a bit of an Italian village feel, a touch of Parisian chic, and lots of Mediterranean ease. It's a perfect hub for exploring the region. A huge selection of hotels, great train connections, and thanks to its central location, all the most beautiful places on the Riviera are just a short ride away.
We'll come back to Nice later in the video, but for now let's show you the places that impressed us the most. Because Nice wasn't actually our number one. One that definitely was is a tiny but breathtaking hilltop village offering spectacular views over the French Riviera. Unfortunately, you can't get here by train. The nearest station is down by the cliff, and getting up here can be quite the adventure. Buses on Côte d'Azur are often overcrowded, sometimes skipping stops because they are full, and even off-season you can end up crushed against the windows. If you want to avoid this, you can book a tour that includes several towns. That way you don't need to worry about transportation or transfers. We'll leave a link to one of those tours in the description. Another option is to use our travel guide, where we have explained in detail how to get to all the important spots. The narrow stone alleys, hidden galleries and cobblestone stairs create an incredible atmosphere. As you climb, you pass medieval houses covered in flowers until you reach the town's highest point, the exotic garden. It's filled with cacti and succulents from all over the world, and the view is absolutely stunning. On clear days you can even see Corsica. If you're looking for the perfect Instagram photo spot, this is it. The entrance fee is €8, but the view is totally worth it.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe so you can catch the rest of the videos on our channel. You will find travel series from Italy, Spain, Greece, the Canary Islands, Portugal, Japan and many other corners of the world. We showcase the most beautiful places, recommended accommodations and restaurants, must-see attractions, prices and plenty of practical tips to help you plan the perfect trip.
S is known not only for its fairytale views but also for the Fragonard perfumery, one of the oldest on the French Riviera. You can tour the factory, learn the secrets of perfume making and try out different scents. If you want to create your own fragrance, you can sign up for a perfume making workshop and lab tour.
Let's move on to another gem of the Riviera. Just 15 minutes by train from Nice, you can find yourself in a different world, with narrow streets, pastel facades and the scent of freshly washed laundry hanging above your head. But before that, a quick question for you. Would you like to see the most beautiful Riviera spots without a car and without wasting hours of planning? Find flights to Nice for under €40 even in a peak season? Discover where to eat in Monaco without breaking a bank? Learn how to get from the airport to downtown Nice for €1.70 even though the machines only sell €10 tickets? Good news! In our mini guide you will find a full 6-day itinerary. 70 pages covering towns, beaches, viewpoints, trails and must-see attractions on the French Riviera. Over 90 tried and tested locations, all linked directly to Google Maps. Everything organized day by day with our best tips, websites and apps, transportation advice and restaurant recommendations for every budget. Plus, an interactive map with over 130 pins sorted by category. And all of this for less than the price of pizza. You will find the guide link in the video description. It's the only thing you need when flying to Nice. And with all our tips, it pays for itself instantly.
Now back to the video. Just 15 minutes by train from Nice lies Villefranche's old town, a maze of stairways, arches and pastel buildings. Down by the harbor you'll find a promenade, seaside restaurants and boats gently rocking in the bay. The place has the charm of a small Italian town, but with a French twist. We arrived during the afternoon break. Because if you didn't know, just like in Spain and Italy, restaurants in France close at 2 p.m. and reopen around 7 p.m. So it's important to plan meals around that schedule.
We didn't make it this time, but we ate at the Dry, a modern restaurant with a bay view. It's worth mentioning because it was the only spot open during the siesta, so we got lucky. They serve original dishes inspired by Mediterranean cuisine with a modern twist. Fresh fish and seafood, creative salads and vegetarian options. After lunch, we took a long walk towards the Cap Ferrat Peninsula with a fairy tale beaches and a fantastic walking trail along the coast and cliffs. You will find all the details in our travel guide, of course.
This is also a great moment to mention Marinière's beach in Villefranche, one of the nicest and most pleasant beaches on the coast. Sandy with a bit of gravel, shallow entry and stunning sea color. It's a perfect spot for a swim and some relaxation. The water here is warmer than in Nice, and it's quite accessible too, which matters, because beaches on the peninsula require a bus ride or a longer walk. Let's now return to Nice and what's worth seeing there. Definitely the old town, a maze of narrow lanes, yellow-orange buildings and green shutters. It's lively, full of local shops, galleries, restaurants and landmarks like the Baroque Church of St. Francis of Paola, the Palace of Justice and the Nice Cathedral. Cours Saleya is the heart of the old town. A colorful flower and produce market takes place here daily, and on Mondays it turns into a flea market full of antiques. Besides fresh fruits, spices and lavender, you'll also find local pastries and snacks, perfect for a quick breakfast or a beach picnic. Be sure to try the famous succa, a thin, crispy chickpea pancake, slightly charred and sprinkled with pepper. Eaten hot, straight from the pan, it's considered part of Nice's culinary heritage. You'll find it at market stalls and in small bakeries nearby. From the market you'll reach Nice's most iconic street, the Promenade des Anglais. The wide seaside promenade stretches for over 7 kilometers along the coast. Nice's beaches are pebbly, so bring water shoes, but the colors more than make up for it. Turquoise water and blue and white beach umbrellas create a postcard-perfect scene. Along the promenade you'll find public beaches as well as private clubs with sunbeds, bars and music, perfect for spending the whole day. Walking along the promenade, you'll get to Nice's most elegant and prestigious neighborhood. It might not be in every guidebook, but we really enjoyed exploring this area, so we had to mention it here.
We also recommend one of the great restaurants we visited in Nice, Mediterranean-style tapas leaning toward Italian and French cuisine. Lots of seafood, ceviche, focaccia, risotto or ravioli, plus French classics with a modern twist. Each small plate costs around 8 to 12 euro, and of course you will find even more restaurant tips with prices in our guide. Next must-see, Colline du Château, one of the best viewpoints in Nice, located at the eastern end of the Promenade. From up here you get sweeping views of the old town, the port, the promenade and the blue sea. At the top there is a large park, a playground, a charming artificial waterfall, plenty of shade and picnic spots. A great escape from the city bus. This is where you will find the best panoramic views. Few people know that you can reach the top easily via an elevator carved into the rock right of the promenade, and it's free. More tips like this in our guide, of course. Another must-see spot in Nice, Messina Square, with its red building facades and black and white mosaic tiles. In the center stands the Fountain of Sun with a statue of Apollo. From the square runs the elegant and bustling shopping street Avenue Jean Médecin, full of boutiques, chain stores, cafes and ice cream shops. It's the city's main avenue, stretching from the old town to the train station. Our hotel was right here and we can highly recommend it. Ideally located just 300 meters from the station, making it a great base for all our train trips. Plus unlimited coffee, comfy beds and a spacious room for Nice standards, of course. We paid 140 euros per night. As always, we will leave the link in the video description.
Another must-do trip from Nice, Monaco. The second smallest country in the world, but certainly one of the most famous, not only for its luxury but also for its unique location. Wedged between the French Riviera and the Alps, this microstate covers less than 2 square kilometers and blends Mediterranean vibes, urban glamour, the history of the Grimaldi family and natural coastal beauty. In one day you can see the Princess Palace, the super yacht port, the Formula 1 track, gardens, the old town and the famous Monte Carlo Casino, a true symbol of elegance and style. Everything is within walking distance. Our first stop, the iconic Casino de Monte Carlo, surrounded by luxury boutiques, hotels and sports cars. The lobby is free to enter and it's worth it. It's full of the old world opulence. The vibe is straight out of a James Bond movie. Entry to the main gaming area costs 20 euros with 10 euros redeemable for a drink or chips. Don't forget to bring your ID. Just steps from the casino is one of the most prestigious yacht harbors in Europe, Port Hercule. Massive luxury yachts like floating villas are moored here. Strolling around the pier is a pleasure. See on one side the Monte Carlo skyline, on the other and the F1 Grand Prix track running alongside. While walking along the track you can't miss the small charming Change of Saint Devota. The first mention of a chapel here dates back to 1070. Remember this location, it's the most convenient way back to the train station after exploring the lower part of Monaco.
Where to eat in Monaco without going broke? One such place is Norma, an Italian restaurant with a truly Italian team who won't judge you for not speaking French. Despite being an elegant spot in the city center, prices for Monaco are very reasonable. Pizzas start at 16 euro, and considering that many places in Monaco charge upwards of 40 euro per dish, this is a steal. You will find more affordable restaurant tips and great lunch spots in our mini guide and the included map. We have also got recommendations for car lovers, plant enthusiasts and directions to the best panoramic viewpoints in the city.
After lunch, we headed up to the Palace Hill to see the Grimaldi family's residence. Every day at 11:55 am you can watch the changing of the guard. Entry to the palace interior with audio guide is €10. Exploring the hill and its scenic viewpoints is free. The courtyard view is impressive, and on both sides of the palace there are terraces with stunning city panoramas. At the eastern edge of the Palace Hill you find the free St. Martin Gardens. Jardin Saint-Martin is a peaceful green oasis, perfect for a relaxing walk with the sea views. Among palm trees, olive groves and charming paths there are lovely lookout spots. Our favorite was the one right next to the frame, an art installation in the shape of a picture frame. While wandering the narrow streets of the Palace Hill, you'll also come across the Cathedral of St. Nicholas, where members of the royal family are buried, including Princess Grace. For ocean lovers, a great choice is the Oceanographic Museum, one of Monaco's top attractions. Admission is €25.50. Even if you don't plan to go inside, it's worth checking out the building itself. The massive cliffside facade makes quite an impression.
Monaco isn't just about monuments, you can also hit the beach here. We can recommend Larvotto, a public beach that's nicely maintained. It's a great place for a swim or a relaxed lunch overlooking the bay. Nearby you will also find the Japanese Garden, an ideal spot for a short, peaceful stroll. Even better, admission is free. By the way, if you're only coming to the French Riviera for 2 or 3 days and want to make the most of your time, including seeing Monaco, a guided day trip from Nice could be a great option. It's a stress-free way to visit the Riviera's most beautiful towns, all in one day. No planning, no transfers, no juggling buses and trains. These tours often include Monaco, Cannes, Antibes and sometimes lesser known but equally charming spots. Everything is handled, comfortable transport, a guide and a full itinerary. We didn't use this option ourselves as we had more time to explore at our own pace, but if you're just here for the weekend, it's definitely worth considering. We'll leave a link to these tours in the video description too. Another place that totally stole our hearts was Menton, located right near the Italian border. This charming town brings together the best of both worlds. You instantly feel that Italian vibe, colorful houses, narrow streets, the smell of espresso and a laid-back atmosphere that reminded us of places like Portofino or the villages of Cinque Terre, which are actually not far away. Fun fact, Menton is also famous for lemons. Thanks to its unique microclimate, the town grows juicy aromatic citrus that have become a symbol of the area. In February, they even host a famous lemon festival, complete with massive sculptures made entirely of fruit.
While strolling through Menton, be sure to explore the old town where narrow alleyways wind between pastel-colored houses. Don't miss the Basilica of Saint Michael the Archangel, one of the town's most important landmarks. A great photo spot is the staircase leading up to the cathedral, especially when shot from below. And from the lookout point near the port, you'll get a postcard-perfect view of Menton's colorful old town facades.
You will find more Menton recommendations in our travel guide. We encourage you to check the link below the video where we have included several free pages full of great tips. And by the way, we haven't had a chance to share this with you on YouTube yet, but soon we will be launching a whole series of phone-friendly mini-guides for popular destinations like Spain, the Canary Islands, Japan, Italy and Portugal. So if you want to grab them at the lowest possible price, be sure to sign up for our newsletter below. We hope you enjoyed our vlog from the French Riviera. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out our upcoming videos from other amazing destinations.